Today I wanted to film how to highlight and contour your face. This is how I highlight and contour my face every day, for the most part when I do wear makeup. It is kind of a lot of steps and all that good stuff, but you don't have to do it for every day. You could do it for a special occasion. If you don't wear makeup every day, or you just want to play around with makeup, it's always good to play around because practice makes perfect. So if you want to see how I highlight and contour my face, please keep watching. Okay, so I have nothing on my actual face. I am breaking out really bad because I ran out of all my face stuff. Okay, so first off, you want to start off with a primer. Right now I'm using this Becca it's called Ever So Matte. And at first I didn't like it, but the more I used it, I grew to like it. It really helps with your makeup application. And primers are really important because they help your makeup stay on. They smooth out fine lines and pores. So you just kind of want to rub it into your skin. And of course I already moisturized and did all that good stuff beforehand. Next I'm going to be doing my foundation. Right now I'm using this, it's really gross, but it's this CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. And I've really been liking this. I've used it for quite a while now, and I am in the shade 842, which is medium beige. Okay, and I'm just going to be doing one pump to start off because you kind of want to start off with a sheer layer of foundation, because with the highlight and contouring you are going to be building up on the foundation. So if it doesn't cover every little blemish you have, that's okay because you'll get it in the end. And I use a flat top kabuki brush, I guess. And I just go in and blend this in like so. And in some areas where I'm like, okay, I need more, I'll go ahead and apply a little bit more, which you will see in a second. But I just like try and blend it all out first. And I also bring it down on my neck because you don't want pancake face and have that like line of demarcation right here. So I always blend down, and first I kind of buff it in a little bit, but not too much, or else you're just going to end up wiping all the foundation off. And then I just stipple it all in, and I'm careful because for my brows, because I usually do my foundation before I do my eyebrows, so it's a little different for me, but I wanted to show you guys how I apply all this, since I've gotten a lot of questions from you guys asking me how I do this. So I'm just kind of stippling it in, nothing too crazy. And just blend. You guys will get to see how bad my dark circles are. Makeup does wonders. Okay, so now that that's mainly all blended, then I go in with my concealer. And I use a lot of drugstore, just because I don't know, I feel like I go through it so fast. I don't want to spend like $30 on a tube of concealer that I'm just going to go through really fast. So I like this Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and this is in 20, and it's Sand Stable. So with your concealer, you never want to do this. I kind of did it a little lower, but okay, I did it a lot lower. But if you just do right here, it's going to end up making you look more tired. You always want to bring it down in a triangular shape. I'm really careful around my eyeliner. And this is just going to make you look awake, brighten up your face a lot. And I like to bring mine down like that. And I'll blend this side. I usually do like the whole face, but just to kind of show you guys what a difference it makes. And I just use my finger and kind of lightly dab it in, but you can already see the difference. Like, look at the difference concealer makes. It's crazy. Like, it went from looking dead to having life. So I just kind of blend that in. Usually, like I said, I do my whole face, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. This is what I usually do. I do both of my under eyes, and then I just go in on the bridge of my nose. And then just bring it up like so. Kind of where I want the light to hit my face. Right here, under my nose a little bit, and on my chin. If you don't like your chin, if you think your chin is protruding, I wouldn't suggest highlighting your chin, because highlight just brings out the areas of your face. And it's really going to make them stand out. So by highlighting like I just did with my concealer, it's kind of going to give me that glow look. And I just blend with my finger. A lot of people say don't blend with your fingers, but that's what I prefer as of now. I just make sure to wash my hands before I do my makeup. And I'm really careful around my eyebrows again. And I just press it in. Try not to swipe so much because it will just take the product off your face. So just tap. It's a lot of tapping and blending in your face. But that's what also gives it that flawless finish. Okay, so now that my face is highlighted, I am going to go ahead and set my concealer. And right now I'm using this Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I found this that I had from a while ago, and it's transparent. I found this from a while ago and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I bought that. So I just wanted to use it up. It's not my favorite, but it does the job. So with this, I take a large fluffy like powder brush and I just swirl it in, and I just lightly tap to really set my foundation. Because if you have oily skin or combination skin, you want to set your foundation, any liquids, creams that you do on your face, so it doesn't move throughout the day. And I lightly do it under my eyes. I'm just swirling it. Not getting too crazy. Bringing it down on my neck wherever I put the foundation. And now, I like to contour with powder. Sometimes I do it with cream, but this is just what I do every day. I like powder just because it's fast and easy. If I'm really like going all out with my makeup, I use cream as well, and I can make another video showing you guys how I do that. But right now I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, Oh my gosh, this palette is so good. Before I was using, and if you just have like drugstore stuff available to you, you can use L'Oreal True Match in like a dark, I use like the second to darkest shade in the cool colors. You always want to make sure that your contour is a cool tone, because if you do like a warm tone, like, and it gives out that like orangey cast, it doesn't look natural. So I am going in, look at how beautiful, and you can see I've used it a lot. So I contour my cheekbones with this angled brush. I actually got these brushes from Walmart, so if you're looking to just get a starter thing of brushes, I suggest going to Walmart, because I was just there a couple days ago and they had these, and I was like, well, should I get more or should I try a different brand? But these are really, really, really good. They've lasted me for years and they're so soft. So a good investment. I think they're like $20, so it's really not that bad at all. I'm gonna do my contour a little bit darker today. So I'm going in with the darkest color, just lightly pressing my, and then I always tap, kind of get some of the excess product off. I'm going in and I'm just finding the hollows of my cheekbones and just following out lightly, very light-handed, because you don't want to look crazy with tons of contour on your face, and the more you put on, the harder it is to blend. So it's kind of nice to just go lightly and just layer it on. And sometimes I like to curve around my cheekbone just to kind of give me more pronounced cheekbones. But you want to stop about here. You don't want to go all the way to your mouth, because you're just going to look crazy. So I'm grabbing a little bit more and just building it. And I do bring it up a little bit higher up here, kind of like in a triangle almost. But I just blend. And then I do the same to the other side. Sometimes it helps if you do this to really find out where you should place the contour. And again, I'm just bringing it up. You don't have to do your contour this intense. You can just do it lightly and just start out that way so you can kind of get used to it. But I do my makeup pretty heavy, so this is what I like. And then with the same color, very, very lightly bringing it up on my hairline, just to kind of blend that all out. And remember, you don't want to get too much product, because it'll be harder to blend out and it'll look funny. If you have a short forehead, I don't recommend doing this, because it's just going to narrow your forehead down. If you have a high forehead, contouring will be your best friend, because you can put the darker shade up top. It'll help focus more on your face and not so much your forehead. And then with the middle color here, I am going to go around my jawline. Again, very light-handed. And if you have a double chin, it helps get rid of that. So I just kind of bring it down. And I also like to bring it on my neck, right here. Kind of on the sides of my, I guess, Adam's apple. I know, is it called an Adam's apple on a girl? I don't know. And I also like to bring it down on my collarbone. It makes your collarbones like stand out a lot. So I just like to go kind of follow the natural lines of my collarbone. Now that that's all blended out, I'm going to contour my nose. So with contouring, if you don't like something on your face, you can always hide it. Like for me, I know my nose is pretty small, but I do not like how my nose like tilts down. So what I do is I contour it. I'm going in with the middle shade. This is, it's just an e.l.f., it's called an angled contour brush. And I think this was like either $1 or $3, pretty inexpensive, but this has been my best friend for contouring my nose. I love it. So I'm kind of just rounding it out a little bit, going on the bottom of my nose, and then very lightly going in on the bridge of my nose and kind of bringing it up. Doing this will make your nose look more chiseled. So the closer you put the lines, the more narrow your nose is going to look. And also if you have a crooked nose, like if you've broken your nose before or something, it helps give the illusion that you have a straight nose. I am going in with the same color, and I like to make like a little ball on my nose. I just go in and just make a little ball. I just like how it looks because I've always thought it was cute, like when people have like little button noses. So now that that is on, I take my large powder brush, and what I do is I kind of fan it out like so, and I just go in and blend it. You just want to keep blending until you can't really see the lines, that they're still there, but they look natural and not like you have lines all over your face. I usually highlight with a powder from this palette first, but today I didn't do that. I take this another e.l.f. brush, and this is the pointed foundation brush, and I use this to set under my eyes. So I'm going in with this yellowy shade, the middle shade, and I'm just going in, kind of following that same triangle. This will really brighten up under your eyes. And really setting my concealer. Because have you ever noticed if you just like put straight concealer on that it creases? I hate that. So I've learned that if you set it with powder, it doesn't go anywhere. And then with that same yellow toned powder, I'm going in on the bridge of my nose, on the areas where I had highlighted before. And then just doing the tip of my nose and the bridge, kind of leaving that little line there. I really like to make sure the powder is like really pressed into my smile lines, because I smile a lot, and then if you don't set it very well, it just kind of cakes up and it looks gross. My lips are pretty thin, and I like to make them look a little bit bigger. So what I do is I take the angled contour brush, and just with the access, or you could even add more if you want to, I like to go underneath my bottom lip, lightly go under there, and just contour that a little bit, make your lips look a little bit bigger, because I need help. And then I go in with my blush. I love Luminoso by Milani. It's pretty old and beat up, but this is like my go-to. This is a Bare Essential, and it's just like the big powder brush they have. I need a new blush brush badly. I need new brushes, but it's fine. And I like to kind of fake smile, I guess, and go in on the balls of my cheeks and just kind of stipple that in there. To finish it off, I go in with, I use this kind of lighter, it's not as dense as the blush brush, and I use this for highlighting. So I am using a Hard Candy So Baked bronzer in Tiki. And again, this has been well loved. I'm just kind of swirling it in there and going at the top of my blush and just really pressing that in there. I really like a glowy look, especially because I use like everything's matte because I have oily to combination skin. So I go in with my highlighter and I just really press it in there. I go on a little bit on my chin, a little bit on my upper lip, my cupid's bow I should say, and then I run with my finger I run some highlighter and I kind of just blend it. Sometimes I go in and really like make my contour crisp. I just take whatever excess is on this pointed foundation brush and from highlighting, and I just kind of run it across the bottom. Kind of really make that sharp. You don't have to do this, that's just what I like to do. Okay, so that is basically how I contour my face every day. I'm going to go back and finish up my makeup. Put a little bit of eyeshadow underneath my eyes, some mascara, some lipstick, and I will show you guys the finished look. This is the finished look. And I do this every day for the most part, just depending on how my makeup is. I either do it lighter or I do it darker depending, well not darker, this is pretty intense, but I do it lighter depending if I just am going for a natural look that day. You can put in areas where you think that you need it more. Just make sure you always blend it out. I know this is a lot of steps, but this is what I like and I like how it looks. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye! And Austin's coming home. Great. Can you close the door? Can you close it all the way?